second match the woman shows up and
first match will start this one as well.
yep, because the pattern got tough.
This is the most solid strike we've had so far.
Yep, Nation
Very early
starts
in
with
game
the
one when
strike.
Stefanie drew a shot. That's also a ball change from before.
Chris, take a moment and give us your Ebonite keys to victory.
Well, the keys to victory, Shannon is a very emotional player, so she's got to manage those emotions. And I thought she would have to take advantage of the breakdown. She's got more axis rotation than the rest of them. She's opted to go with a plastic ball to see if she can get through this friction and still get it to hit.
Look out. Well, there's your answer.
Uh-oh. Up the window.
Mind you, this is a plastic ball. And that went about 18 feet down the lane. You can see the tracks on the lane going right through there. Wow. How early are they hooking out there now?
So of the four players we have left, Shannon, Stefanie, Missy Parkin, who's awaiting the winner, and then the top seed Kelly Kulik. It stays like this. Anybody have an advantage?
I think Stefanie Nation has the biggest advantage because she's the most end-over-end player of the four. She can keep the ball in front of her. She can use weaker equipment and still be able to keep it from hooking better than the other players who all get around it more than she does. Now, Missy's pretty good at it. She's certainly improved. She's worked very hard. And Kelly has a lot of tools in her bag, but she throws it much slower than either Missy or Stefanie.
And got a mix-up in there and a big strike for Shannon O'Keefe.
Got that.
And Shannon's a wild card because she's the one that could make plastic hit.
Okay.
Here you go again. Even that plastic ball following the same trajectory as the players before, it's not going to hook as much down lane. That plastic ball will not have as much traction or change of direction. She's going to need those mixers if she's going to get there.
That shot looked like some of the shots that we saw indoors.
Absolutely. And Stefanie's keys to victory, she's going to have to manage this lane transition. They're moving so quickly. And then she's got to learn from her Queen's experience. They changed a little more than she expected to there, and she struggled.
Gonna get a break? No. Actually, I think she did get a break, leaving just a single pin. But as we established in the opening match, sometimes even the simplest spares can be difficult in these conditions.
Here it comes at you. It's already picked up a roll and going high. She has, though, made many more ball changes. She hasn't been frozen to a strategy like she got a little bit that way in the Queens, and it didn't work out. This time she's been pretty quick to change balls, to move around, take some chances, to try and stay ahead of things.
Neither Nation or O'Keefe have a major championship. You kind of feel like it will happen for them. Recover on that 10. She punished that 10. Over 70 million people a year help make bowling America's largest participation sport. National Bowling Day is coming. It's August 11th, and you can bowl free. Go to www.gobowling.com for your free game.
Bowling has taken center stage tonight in Reno, but it is not the only form of entertainment enjoyed by our spectators. From the lanes to the sky, we were all treated to an attention-getting flyover by a pair of C-130s, the big boys, courtesy of the Nevada Air National Guard and their 152nd Airlift Wing. The championship round's first ball was thrown by 12-year-old Mark Rogers from Lafayette, Indiana, who has taken his love of bowling to a new level, and with only one arm. We also saw Marine Corps and Iraqi freedom veteran Matthew Douglas Peters scaling one of the biggest rock walls in the world, the 164-foot-high base camp climbing located on Com Row, to place an American flag for all to see. It's been quite a night so far, and the best is yet to come, including a chance at a $1 million prize for a 300 game in the championship match.
What a scene in Reno, Nevada, the biggest little city in the world. We're on Virginia Street in the heart of Reno for the U.S. Women's Open Championship. Let's hook up with Kathy Doran Lizzie and our fifth place finisher, Linda Barnes.
Linda, hold on to me so I don't blow away down here. I got you. Unfortunately, you didn't advance, and I totally believe it had nothing to do with your ability. It's the outside interferences. The wind is horrible. What is going on out there?
Well, you know, the wind is blowing all the testosterone. You can see everybody's picking up their balls, and there's a bunch of track in there, and the lanes are burning it really quickly. But the deal is it's even for all of us. So we're all going through the same things, and I just didn't make choices fast enough. So I'm happy. I'm here. I'm talking to you. This is fabulous, and I had a great time.
Great bowling this week.
Thank you.
She knows approximately where she wants to stand. Everyone else is going to have to guess.
See, she's been a runner-up in this event, has not won it.
Yikes.
And leaves a 5-9. So much like Stefanie Nation appeared to have a stranglehold in her match against Linda Barnes and hung on to win.
Yep,
now,
see what I mean? They jumped it right through.
It's Nation who's seeing the deficit be erased down to 9 from 21.
And this is difficult too. This is where you don't shoot very often. Easy to chop the 5 off the 9. She's going to throw a strike ball.
Gotta hurry. Oh my gosh, back-to-back opens.
Yeah.
Shannon O'Keefe. And she went from leading to trailing.
There she basically tried to play her
it
strike
gets
line
a
and
little
flatten it out
problem.
at the bottom, and it also didn't hook nearly as much off of it. Expecting to change directions there.
No, well, it's
And
not
when it
just
doesn't
the
change in the
pan,
middle,
it's just
that
the
fastball is not
outdoors
hooked
too.
down lane. Flip this upside down now. Stefanie Nation now up by 2 pins while sitting on the bench.
And barely tapped the head pin to get the 2-4-5. And again, nothing is easy. We're starting to see that right now. So Shannon O'Keefe, you have to shake off and try to finish strong in the foundation and the 10th frames. And I don't think you can stand there, no matter how good you are, and say, oh, I've got this. Can you? For these spares?
Not at this point. The only good news at this point is for Shannon is she took the lead sitting on the bench. Another difficult spare.
Got it.
Spare.
Well, in addition to the U.S. Women's Open, we had the Senior Women's Open at the National Bowling Stadium here in Reno, and Robin Romeo was the winner. She defeated Jeannie Nacarado in the first of 2 matches required and went on to take the championship. Congratulations to Robin Romeo. Lucy Sandelin had led the almost wire-to-wire. Magnificent player out of Florida. And although Lucy bowled well, it was Robin Romeo's year. Never have you seen someone so happy to see a 7-10 in your life than Robin Romeo. Congratulations to all of the women who did a great job this year. Their bowling was outstanding. So Stefanie Nation getting some decent count anyway.
Yeah, that lined up as a potential big 4 right there. Again, making pars is big right now, and spares are pars.
I think the golf analogy is perfect. And you know what? We've talked about how difficult it is to win a national open in any sport. And the conditions here so drastically different, of course, than they were indoors at the National Bowling Stadium. So you're seeing shot making.
Yeah, absolutely. If I'm the one who insured the $1 million prize, I'm feeling pretty good.
Didn't even bring that up. But what Chris is talking about is, as we did last year, there is a $1 million prize if one of our ladies throws a 300 in the championship game. I would add another 0 to that if somebody could do it. Yes, a trip on the 7 for Shannon O'Keefe when she needed it the most.
Well, she took her wrist brace off to flatten it out even more. Talk about making moves off the fly. I can't remember the last time I've seen Shannon take that off in the 10, 12 years I've watched her bowl.
So what does that do?
Well, it keeps her wrist, allows it to get in a weaker position, lowers her rev rate so it doesn't change directions as fast. Allows her to keep it on line, be more controllable and more predictable on the lane.
And that's the same shot that Stefanie Nation had.
It is the same shot, but that strike's huge because it doesn't hurt her in count. If she had spared there right now, it'd be an even match going to the 10th. Now, if she can find a way to make this spare, which is, again, no bargain at all,
Well, she's coming off of missing 2 spares, 7th and 8th, and then she got that great strike in the 9th, got a big kick on the 7. But you're right, we're not taking a single thing for granted despite the skill of these players. Can't chop it. All right, got that 2 to go across the face of the 5.
The one thing she learned at the last 2 is her ball actually is not hooking very much once she flattens it out. It's hooking actually less than Stefanie's and some of their other ones are. She's able to get up more end over end with her spare release. 8 pins here forces Stefanie Nation to double, which is you'd have to feel pretty good about your chances. Gotta go.
Got the 8. Huge. Got the 8.
Got it.
She threw that about as hard as I think you can throw a bowling ball. So 182, and now
get a double in the
a double and 2 will do it for Stefanie Nation. But again, boy, this is a town that's built on gambling. You want to talk about gambling?
I would say 10 to 1. Well, somebody who's throwing a lot of big shots for money, Del Bauer, sitting next to me, he thinks this could be the toughest double he's seen.
Come on, this is Dr. Dell over here, the death metal rocker of bowling. He can take it. Got a chance? No.
Not the job done.
Thought it might not go through the face, but it did. And so Shannon O'Keefe.
Again, by the narrowest of margins, it's really a pretty good shot. It looked pretty good for a long time down the lane. I thought it had a chance.
So Stefanie Nation, whose big sister Ruby was undoubtedly watching today, and Stefanie, in addition to making the show with one of the tournament
It's a close match, but like and subscribe.